Hey everybody, it's Harold with Nurse Angie Reviews and Adventures. I'm just doing some watch videos for Angie's page. We kind of share her page, post some reviews. If you guys want to see more watch reviews, just go ahead and click that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm into budget-minded watches, a lot of chronos and field watches. Nothing under, you know, 500 bucks, that kind of thing. The watch of today is a Timex Waterbury in rose gold. I think that thing is just beautiful. Nice budget watch, right? I mean, it's a Timex. Hard to talk bad about it. So today we have two watches that I've had for a while that I'll be comparing. One is the Bulova Hack VWI, and the other one is the Seiko SNK805. And I realized that one's not available anymore. But God, what a watch that was, right? What a watch that was. For those of you that have one, it's very hard to not like this watch. I mean, 21 joules, the 7S26A caliber, green dial, nice strap, Arabic figures. It was nice because it was a date 8, and I do have the date 8 not set on that. God, just, you know, 13 millimeters thick, case diameter 37 millimeters, strap width 18 mils. Regulated 24-hour scale. It's a killer watch. And if you're into field watches, man, these are really, really, really hard to beat. Again, you can't really get these right now anymore, and that's kind of a bummer, right? So the diameter is 27.4, case diameter 27 millimeter. About 4.8 millimeters thick. The vibrations per hour is 21,600. Has a power reserve of 41 hours. This is a nice watch, guys. And what do I not like about this watch? Well, I have small wrists, and this thing just goes bye-bye on my wrist, but it's almost perfect too. I just sometimes wish it had a different dome of glass on it. I mean, this is nice, flat. You can't really catch the edge of the bevel. I mean, it's just there. I mean, it's really hard for me to complain about this watch. That's one of the things I'm struggling with, is what do I complain about? You know, the bezels are recessed in that 4 o'clock position, which is pretty nice, honestly. It's different, right? So this is a hard one not to like, though. Again, I wish there was more glass up here. In comparison to the Bulova, if you've not seen the Hack, you'll understand what I'm saying. And pardon me while I just kick everything around. I used to have a studio set up, and now I don't. So here we are, right? I have been wearing it, probably not as much as the Bulova, or even those little bits of awesomeness right there. You know what those are. You know what those are. You know exactly what those are. Right, those are awesome. I don't wear this probably as much as I would like to. The strap is killer. I don't do NATO straps. This is the factory strap that came with this. I'm not sure what the new models do, but good Lord, I love this thing. I love it. Love it to death. I'm real happy with that. Again, my only complaint, and it's not really a complaint, just I like domes, right? I like to see a bit of a dome on a lens. I like to see it kind of pop out a little bit, but in this case I don't. Now the display case back, that's nice. It's not necessary, but it is pretty cool to see the movement in there. So that. So again, what do I like about it? I mean, it's just a damn good looking watch. It's a date 8, which is really nice. It's got the display case back, which is nice. The strap is superb. Really happy with the strap. I mean, that strap is freaking bombers, right? Look at that. It's just bombers. Compare it to something like on a base Timex, where this is, that's your strap. Have fun, right? It's just bare bones is all get out. The Bulova Hack. Wow, what can I say about this watch? This watch garners a lot of respect wherever it goes, and for good reason. For one, this one is the VWI edition. You can see all the soldiers kind of checking the guy out as he's working on the clock and making, you know, the watch and doing his thing there. And it's the Veteran Watchmakers Initiative, and they were a big part of this. I know Bulova has a rich history with military watches, and this one was no different. This watch is incredible. It's got the hacking. It's just a killer little watch. It's got your 24-hour clock, and look what it does have. It's got that nice domed old school, look at that lens. Right, it's got the old school dome lens. Let me read some pertinence on it. Again, on this guy, it's got a 42-hour reserve. It's 5.67. It loses 20 to 40 seconds a day. I'm reading off a list because I obviously cannot remember all this crap. And it's a double domed mineral crystal. I don't believe that's going to be sapphire, which when you've got that much of a lens, man, you're definitely going to want something. But this is really awesome. You know, they take disabled veterans, wounded veterans, retirees, and get them into making watches, right? I mean, this is kind of a, I don't want to say it's a dying thing. The last thing I want to say, but smartwatches have pummeled the industry. And I don't think it's for the bad. I think it just means that things are going to change a little bit. You know, I just think it just means that. It's just things are going to change. That's all that is. But God, what a watch. Look at that. Do some side-by-side comparisons. Bulova on the bottom. Seiko up top. And like I said, I love both of these watches, but if there's one that I wear more than the other, it's probably going to be the Bulova Hack. What do I not like about the Bulova Hack? It's the strap. The strap is just, I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to replace it with an aftermarket like this. This was a nice little strap I got off Amazon. Don't quite remember the name of it, but super happy with it. And I'm thinking of 18 millimeter. Maybe even going with a black with like the silver hardware. That's what I'm kind of thinking for the Hack right there. But we're not there yet. But the band, it's okay. I mean, that's the other thing is I'm 200 pounds. I'm only 5'6", but I'm a stocky dude. Now, when I put on the Seiko, alright, and I'm going to show you here how much strap I have. So I'm about midway. Okay, I'm about midway. That's about right. You know, it's about right, about midway. Now when I put on the Hack, watch this. Now keep in mind, I don't have, tiny wrists. I'm not a small dude for my height. But let me get that on real quick and I'll kind of show you where I'm going with this is if you have tiny wrists, you are not going to like this watch. And here's why. I am all the way to like the second to last. So yeah, so yeah, I'm second to last. That's not over tight. I got a little play there, right? But I only have one hole left. And like I said, if you have tiny wrists, you are going to need a different strap, period. You are going to have a different strap. This will not work for you. And I realize females can totally wear this. They may have smaller wrists. Smaller guys, they may have smaller wrists, obviously, and you're going to have a time wearing this watch. That's the one thing you should know right off the bat. The other thing about the band is the retainers. These things are just kind of like cheap in comparison to the Seiko, which is nice and rounded and kind of has meaning in its life. This thing is just kind of like stamped metal. So that's my only complaint about the Hack is, the fact that the strap is just, I think it's a bit subpar. I think they could have done better on the strap. But the nice thing about watches is that's an easy fix. Kind of like what I did to my old Expedition. I used to wear that when I did delivery work. Love this thing. Beat the living bejesus out of it. I think I got some scratches on the lens. You take a look here. You can find them scratches. I know they're there. They're there. Yep. I had just pummeled the living hell out of this watch. You can't kill it. I did kill it at work one day. I ripped it off and had to get new straps, but hey, I mean, compared to the stock, right? You tell me, what's the better deal? So again, that's the Seiko 5 and the Bulova Hack. Which one's my personal favorite? My heart is with the Bulova, but I got a lot of damn respect for the Seiko 5. This was a gift to me, and I gotta be honest with you, I'll probably be getting a Seiko 5 diver. I have a nice Seiko Essentials chrono, so I'm familiar with the brand. I know how good they are, but this thing is so tiny. You know, the other nice thing on the Bulova would be a day, or even a day. That would be, they could do that. If they could fit all this into this tiny little Seiko, they could put it in the Bulova, for sure. It could work. Most definitely it could work, for sure. So guys, like I said, I haven't done many watch reviews. I'm just starting to get into it. If you like where I'm going with it, if you like what I'm going to do, drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a comment down there. Like I said, I'm not into the snobbery and all that. You know, I just like watches. I dig them. I think they're great. Even if it's an Invicta. I do have an Invicta Pro Diver. That's it. I'm not getting the thing that looks like a freaking laptop computer stuck to my wrist. We're not doing that. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you around. Cheers.